In the race for one of two wildcard spots, Jim Caldwell's Lions trail Carolina and Seattle by 2 games and Atlanta by 1. Photo, Daniel Mears/Detroit News. Allen Park. Jim Caldwell has been here before, trying to steady a wobbling team, clinging to the fringes of hope. It's all on him, he says again and again, as if that should be comforting for Lions fans. It's not. It's confounding and concerning, and the repetitiveness is alarming. If Caldwell and his ailing quarterback have another comeback in them, it's difficult to see. And if they don't, it's hard to justify bringing Caldwell and his staff back. Yes, he signed a contract extension before the season, although the terms were never revealed. Honestly, it shouldn't matter. The latest debacle, a 44-20 loss in Baltimore, dropped the Lions to 6-6, and if they complete the collapse and miss the playoffs, it would be time for a coaching change. GM Bob Quinn should be ready then to bring in his own guy, although it would immediately shift the pressure to himself. More, Tyan Green Mom's premonition rings true. At some point, responsibility has to translate to accountability, and in his 4 seasons here, Caldwell has been spinning in place. From a terrific 2014 debut of 11-5, the Lions have gone 7-9, 9-7 and now 6-6, and 0-2 in the playoffs. You can tie some issues to injuries, especially during the 4-game losing streak to close last season, when Matthew Stafford played with a dislocated finger. Now he has a bruised right hand and is stuck behind a battered offensive line. But other teams are handling more significant injuries. The theory was, with the Packers' Aaron Rodgers sidelined and a week-late schedule, the Lions would churn to a strong finish. The theory is getting squashed with every miserable start, 0 first-quarter touchdowns the past 4 games and every inexplicable gaffe. The Vikings have grabbed the NFC North with force. In the race for one of 2 wild-card spots, the Lions trail Carolina and Seattle by 2 games and Atlanta by 1, but the Falcons and Panthers hold the head-to-head tiebreaker. Tinkering. We're always tinkering with things, but also, the season's not over yet, all right. Caldwell said Monday. I mean, you guys are talking as if all is lost. That's the great thing about our game. It's going to challenge you. It's not going to be an easy road. And it's either going to polish you up or grind you down, and it's our job to make certain we get polished up. More, Lions pass rush fizzles. Is it a talent issue? They look more unpolished by the week. Caldwell's calm demeanor, as well as his refusal to blame others or make excuses, is admirable. But it's empty if nothing changes. In the grand scheme of culpability, you can argue Quinn bears just as much scrutiny, because the Lions certainly don't have a powerhouse roster. But he's been here less than 2 years and appears to draft decently, although some of his free agent signings have been questionable. It's also staggering he hasn't put together any semblance of a running game. The roster is still full of holes, without difference makers on the defense's front 7.